Hello, everyone, and welcome back. As always, I'm your girl. Whoops, that was my ring. Sorry, guys. As always, I'm your girl, Candy Washington. And before we dive into today's Kiki, you know what to do. Like this video, subscribe to my channel, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss it when we go live. Also, be sure to check out the description box below. We have tons of goodies, shop the love collection, and share this with a friend because a Kiki is always better with community. So with that, let's dive in to the shadiness that is Ms. Kelly Dodd. So Kelly Dodd is up to her old ways and tricks ever since she was fired, put on pause, released from the Real Housewives of Orange County franchise due to kind of her unsavory posts on social media, her low blows when it came to her castmates, just being very problematic in a lot of different ways. But she still is trying to, in my opinion, I think she's trying to get her orange back. So she was on Up and Adam. She did an interview with them, and apparently she was not so kind to Miss Gina. So according to the Real Housewives, or All About the Real Housewives, it says Kelly Dodd shames Gina Kirschenheiter's Gina's style and body. Says the Real Housewife of OC star is not entertaining and is the quote-unquote worst cast housewife. I mean, bling blow. It goes on to say that Kelly Dodd isn't a fan of former co-star Gina, and she's not holding back in a new interview. The Real Housewives of Orange County alum appeared on the Up and Adam YouTube channel alongside her husband, Rick Leventhal, where she slammed everything about Gina, including her looks, her home, her boyfriend, and her reality TV career. During the interview, Kelly was asked about Gina, which set her off on a tangent. I think even Kelly's husband thought she was going a little too far, but that's just my interpretation. I could be totally wrong. I think she's the worst. I think she's the worst casted housewife, Kelly started. I don't think there's anything entertaining about her. The former Bravo star then went in hard on every facet of Gina's life. She then goes on to say, her boyfriend is a dud. Her house is a dud. She doesn't have multiple houses, Kelly continued. She's trying to do some fake skincare line, which is BS. She dresses like crap. Her posture is horrible. Like, nobody wants to watch that. She doesn't really have a good body. There's nothing to her that you would want to aspire to. Well, damn, Kelly, you don't have to snatch your edges like that. You just snatched her edges. You left no crumbs. Damn, Kelly. All right, listen, I'm going to be honest with you. I do not co-sign the body shaming part. Like, to me, miss me with that. Like, the days of shaming a woman, shaming a man, shaming a child, shaming a person for anything to do about their body or their looks, miss me with that. Those days are long gone. That's corny. That's played out. Like, miss me with the body shaming stuff. So all of that, miss me. However, the rest of it, I'm sorry, but no lies detected. Kelly Dodd told no lies in this particular situation. Now, do I agree with everything Kelly Dodd has said in the past? Absolutely not. Do I agree with everything Kelly Dodd has done in the past? Absolutely not. Do I think there was a reason why Bravo said we need to put her on a little bit of pause? 100%. But in this situation, other than the body shaming, no lies detected. Like, to me, Gina kind of is the worst. Like, I don't really care about her relationship with her boyfriend. I don't think he's necessarily a dud as a person. I think that he doesn't land on TV. Like, he's not even, like, even Shane was, like, interesting, right? Like, even Shane, we were like, what's going on there, Emily? You know what I mean? But I agree, like, Gina, like, Matt was cute. Matt was hot, but he never was on camera. Just once. He only came on camera like once or twice when he was trying to do damage control after the whole DV situation, right? But her boyfriend is kind of a dud. Like, he kind of, not as a person, not personally, but like, he doesn't land. He's not that interesting. I'm not really invested. Gina doesn't really have her own personality. She kind of just morphs into whoever she's with. She kind of morphs into Emily, and they become like this one tag team, very similar to like Chanel and Elisa on Dubai, very similar to Giselle and Robin on Real Housewives of Potomac. Emily and Gina have that same sort of enmeshment going on that is just really annoying. Like they can't talk for themselves. One person, you ask Gina something, Emily's answering it. You ask Emily something, Gina's answering it. It's a lot. It's too much. It's a lot. I'm not a Gina fan in general. I agree with Kelly. I'm not going to lie. I don't think Gina brings that much to the show. I don't like the way that she totally threw Shannon Bedore under the bus last season. To me, that was really nasty. I don't like the way that Gina is a social climber. Like she's always was up Tamara's butt when Tamara was on the show. But the moment Tamara got off the show, Gina and Emily all of a sudden had all the smoke. And it was just like, well, it's better with Tamara off the show. I wonder what they're going to say this season now that Tamara's back. Last season, we saw Gina all up Heather Dubrow's butt like it was literally her job. Like she was like, Heather, like really just like following her around like a little puppy. It was a lot. Like to me, Gina doesn't have her own personality. She doesn't have her own perspective. She doesn't really bring much. I'm not going to house shame and I'm not going to finance shame. I don't think that's cool. You know, I'm actually proud of Gina. She had to do what she had to do. You know, everything that went down with Matt, we all know there was a DV involved and, you know, they ended up getting divorced and that was really tragic and sad. So I'm proud of Gina in that aspect. You have to keep yourself safe. You have to keep your children safe. If it means you have to downsize, then to hell with it. You better downsize. I'm not that person that's like, well, you need to go and get a mansion and you need to have multiple cars and multiple homes and do this, that, and the third. No, you need to do what you need to do to protect yourself and your children. So when it comes to that, I'm kind of like, miss me with that, Kelly. Like, who cares what the size are? I don't even care if we're on the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Real life has to trump the BS sometimes. And given what happened to Gina, I'm proud of her for getting out of that situation and getting safe. So miss me with that part, Kelly. Now, I think Kelly is speaking out because I think Kelly really just wants to be back on the show. I mean, that's call a spade a spade. You didn't have to go all the way down on the girl, Kelly. Like, you didn't have to body shame her. You didn't have to house shame her. The rest of it was enough. She is boring. She is flat. She doesn't give. She doesn't have her own perspective. She doesn't do anything on her own. Her voice is very grating, and I don't think that's body shaming talking about her voice. It's very, very grating. So you could have just left it there, and you could have smashed it out. But this is the problem, Kelly. You shoot yourself in your own foot because you'll be like 80% like yeah, but then when you do that extra 20 and just knock them all the way down, that's when we're like, damn, did you have to do that? It's almost like it's very much like a Candace. It's very much like a Candace on Real House of Potomac, where it's like, Candace, if you just went your 80%, you would have won, you would have got them. But when you go and do that extra below the belt, gut punch, crossing the line, that extra 20, that's when you lose us. And we're like, you're just being mean. You didn't have to say that. Now you're just being nasty. And now you've lost the war trying to win the battle, right? But that's just what I think. I want to know what you guys think. Do you agree Kelly Dodd is right? No lies detected. Gina, you're kind of a mess. You could go. You're boring. You're flat. Or do you guys think, you know what? Kelly was right on some things, but she crossed the line. There was no need to bring the body image in. There was no need to bring in house shaming in. It's too much. Are you also kind of like, Kelly, why are you even talking about this? You're off the show. I'm confused. Oh, don't forget, Kelly Dodd also has a podcast. I think she's starting with Vicki Gunvalson. I like Vicki Gunvalson. Hi, Vicki. So she's starting a podcast with Vicki Gunvalson, and Kelly Dodd is also trying to up her YouTube following on YouTube as well. That's why she was on Up and Adam's YouTube channel trying to get more followers. Girl, you and me both. That's why you guys watching. I'm on my Kelly Dodd mission. Subscribe and like the video. We both out here on these YouTube streets, right? Anyway, So yeah, so let me know. Are you kind of like, Kelly, you know what? You don't really need, sure, you can be on YouTube. Sure, you can have your podcast, but you don't need to be slamming co-stars. You don't need to be slamming the current cast. Just comment on what you comment about and like leave the rest alone. So let me know what you guys think. Put it down in the comment box below. And with that, before you leave, I'm on my Kelly Dodd mission. Be sure to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss it when we go live. Also, don't forget to check out the description box and shop the Love Collection. We have a lot of fun goodies down there. And with that, you guys, take care of yourself and each other, and watch out for the Kelly Dodds out there. They're going for the jugulars. Bye.
Welcome to Sugar Pills, a practical guide to self-care, where your host, writer, actor, and producer Candy Washington helps you live a more joyful life with a cheeky dash of pop culture news. Be sure to subscribe, leave a 5-star review, and join the conversation on Instagram @Candy Washington. Let's go!